Isn't that interesting? Now, it interested us because we translated the Agnone tablet in Italy, Etruscan. It's a big bronze tablet. The academic view is, they've looked at it, they can't read it, but they think it's a menu of a restaurant. No, I'm telling you. Now, a bronze tablet, we're talking about 500, 600 BC, is immensely valuable. You know, kings had bronze tablets, not restaurants. Eat your pizza, yeah. Anyway, it's in 3 sections. And the first section says the people are in a land where they are not happy. And there's great storms, there's pestilence, and there's all sorts of trouble. So they leave under a chosen leader. And when they leave, they follow a little cabinet that rides in a cart. And they come to a place where they are happy. We think it's Moses leading them out of Egypt, and we think they're landing up in Canaan or whatever, and we think that the little cabinet in the cart is the ark. The second section says that in this happy land, and somebody comes along and disturbs them and takes them and drags them away to a land where they are unhappy. Dear me. And again, they follow the little cabinet that rides in the cart. Well, you've got to remember, one of the kings of Judea paid an enormous sum of cash, enormous sum, to the king of Assyria, Tiglath-Pileser III, to persuade him to attack 10-tribe Israel, you see, which he promptly did. Give me the money. And they did. And that was Tiglath-Pileser III in about 740 BC. He's followed by Shalmaneser IV, Sargon II, and Sennacherib. Each one of them deported huge numbers of people from 10-tribe Israel up north of Haran towards Armenia. So it's in records. Now, Sennacherib transported 202,020 people in one go. So these are not moving small moves, they're taking the people away. They moved in other tribes then from Persia, which became Samaria. It became Samaria, no longer 10-tribe Israel. So we got the 10 tribes of Israel now up north of Haran. And they've followed the little cabinet in the cart. Now the third section of the Agnone tablet says the people are not happy where they are, they've had it, and they decide to move off again, and they move off following the little cabinet riding in the cart. And they go through many lands, and they arrive at the sea where they take ship. And go. Well, obviously, if that's the Dardanelles, that's the journey of the people called the Cymry. The Assyrian records call them the Cymry. Khumry. Right? They're on stelae in Assyria as the Cymry, King Jehu is. The Greeks pick up on them as they go through Asia Minor, 650, 687 to 650 is the dating, when Sennacherib gets murdered in a temple by 2 of his sons. The other son, Esarhaddon, fights them. There's civil war in Assyria. What a perfect time to take off and shove off, get out of it. And that's what they did. Second book of Esdras, chapter 14, will tell you how they crossed both branches of the Y-shaped Euphrates River. It says so. And they're going west. Greeks then met them or knew of them in Turkey, Asia Minor, called them the Kimmerai. They were really a menace. Everybody saying, oh, they come to out, let them in, get them out, keep them going. Don't want to know. There's too many of them, you see. And half of them go to Etruria. That's in Herodotus. Half of a nation goes to Italy, Etruria. The other half stayed there till about 500. And then they come to the UK. Now we knew if that little box that rides in a cart is the ark taken from Jerusalem, not south by little baby Menelik in his carry cart to Ethiopia, it went north, right? And if it went north and it went to Dardanelles, it either went to Italy, Etruria, or it came to the UK. Didn't it? What's a grail? Spell a grail. G-R-E-A-L, the proper spelling. Manuscript of 1106, Saint Grail, 6th year of Henry I, a St. Grail, big manuscript. That's when Mallory took his stuff, purloined lumps of it to write the Morph Data. He didn't take all of it, he just took bits. It's not in English, but nonetheless it's there. So, if you're looking for a Grail, if you look in the 1688 Welsh Dictionary, you'll find a Grail is a valuable document. The Magna Carta is a Grail. American Declaration of Independence is a Grail. The Talmud would be a Grail. The Quran would be a Grail. The Bible would be a Grail. Magna Carta, as I said, King John, it's a Grail. That's what you're looking for. If you've got a Holy Grail, it's a guess on our part. We think it's the tablets of Moses where he wrote the 10 Commandments. And they're inside the Ark. Right? Didn't think I was going to talk about this, did you? Right. Cardiff and the valleys up around there always had a legend. And the legend was known to me when I was a young kid, in the 30s now. Everybody said about it, it was just a local story. There's a great big box somewhere, a wooden box. And inside this wooden box is a great treasure. And the box is guarded by what they, in Welsh, two Cig Fran Goa, which means flesh-eating crows, ravens. A cherubim of all time wasn't a nice little angel, he was a fearsome dragon beast with wings, you see. So, it's not difficult to see the great box as a wooden box, as the Ark is a wooden box. And it's not difficult to see the two cherubim placed on the gold top of the Ark with their wings outspread. You've seen Raiders of the Lost Ark, Indiana Jones, that sort of thing. And it's not difficult to say, well, that might be the Ark. And so we set out to find the Ark. Not difficult, actually. All over South Wales, Glamorgan Gwent, there are huge mounds, mainly on hilltops. Huge earth mounds, I mean really big earth mounds, size this room. Some are smaller. And my colleague said to me one day, he said, Alex, what's that one up there, you know? And I said, he said, a bloodhead. Oh, I said, that's a ferocious warrior. And sometimes a penny drops, doesn't it, you know? We'd already learned, ignore the Greeks, ignore the Romans. If you want to find something out, ancient Arab, ancient Hebrew, ancient Egyptian names. The ancient Arabs, Hebrews, and Egyptians called the star constellation Hercules a ferocious warrior. And a penny was dropping, oh boy, because over to the other direction is Tumbalu, the he-goat, Capricorn. And over the other way, we had a bloody boat ship on the top of the hill, and that was spot on for the great constellation of Argo. Now, if you've got 2 or 3 stars, you can triangulate and find a pole star. Am I right? So we did, and it's a standing stone. And from there, we found all these big mounds. They're all named and located for stars, the major stars in the heavens. So you got a star map on the ground. They go on about the Nazca drawings, don't they, in Peru? We got something better and bigger. We got huge mounds stayed up, a gigantic map of the stars in mounds. Just outside Cardiff on the Garth Mountain, there's 2 big ones and 1 little one. It's right for the belt of Orion. Down in Morganstone below, big one in the woods. And you can find the 4 outlying stars of Orion. Come across the way, in Cardiff, houses built all around it. Taurus, big mound. Another one on the other side of Cardiff, on top of the hill. Aries are up, and you go on to Capricorn. And they're everywhere. And that's how you get after the Ark. All you got to do is find Regulus, which is the biggest of the lot. You see, we said Regulus because Regulus star is the biggest star in Leo, the lion. And Leo the lion is the emblem of Judea and Jerusalem. So we thought there's a good chance that that's it.